All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and good day to you. I am author Teresa Banks. You are watching Ellacec Publishing Live, and I have to admit, I'm just a little bit distracted, just a little bit distracted. I have my cell phone here off to my left, probably your right. And I'm also dealing with a few Wi-Fi issues. And please forgive me as I do this program. Sometimes there may be just a slight bit of a lag. Hopefully, it will catch up to me as I am speaking. But the Bears are playing. And so that's why I said to my left, I have my cell phone on, dealing with the Wi Fi situation. And so hopefully, all in all, everything will work itself out. Meaning, our Chicagoland Bears will win the game against the Vikings, and my Wi-Fi will straighten itself out. So let me stay focused. Let me focus in on what it is that I am looking to actually do today with this program. As those of you know that have been following me over the past few months, I have been talking on various different topics in regards to the publishing industry. I'm going to bring up my topic here for today on Ellacec Publishing Live being book publishing ISBN. Book publishing ISBN. That's what I will be speaking on today. And I hope all of you are ready for this particular subject matter. I thank you so much for tuning in. Those of you that are here right now, and those of you that will check it out after maybe your various football games that occur today, not just the Chicago Vikings game, but whomever you may be pulling for today. I hope you have also had a great day today. Now, before I roll all the way into the program, as I always do, I ask that you please, if you are not doing so already, be sure to like, share, and follow the Ellacec Publishing Facebook page. And if you could be so kind, please go ahead, go on to the Ellacec Publishing YouTube channel and become a subscriber. That way you will know anytime I am broadcasting live. And more importantly, you'll know the different programs that I put out there and information that will help you to become a published writer a little bit later. First doing the writing and getting everything pulled together, and then later finishing all of the information that you want to do to pull together a story and being a published writer, also known as a published author as well. Whenever I am broadcasting live, I have up what I call the purple board. And again, please forgive me. I can tell here the lag is coming in again in regards to the Wi Fi, but you should see the purple board information coming up right now, where I'll be talking about in regards to an ISBN, what it is, and how you can get it and actually purchase it. And I will also do just a little Q&A. I have prepared some questions. I will list them here on the screen, and then I will also respond to those questions right here on the spot in regards to, again, this subject matter of ISBN. Well, let me go ahead and jump all the way in regards to this subject, ISBN. What is it? What is this thing that I'm even referring to? Well, first, ISBN stands for International Standard Book Number. And it's kind of like the Social Security card for a book. You know, those of us that have Social Security cards that are personalized, they are all about us, some number that is associated to us. It's the same thing in regards to a book, but it's called an ISBN number. Now, when we think about a Social Security number that's assigned to us, it is assigned specifically to us, again, usable for us with a book. We call it the ISBN that has that assignment. Now, stepping just a bit further in regards to what an ISBN is all about, and again, my apologies for the Wi Fi being slow. It is a unique numeric number. It identifies the publisher of a particular piece of work and tracks that literary work wherever it may go from place to place. We can keep an eye on where it is. It cannot be reused. And so once you've assigned it to a piece of literary work, you can't reassign it to another piece of literary work. And it's usually found on either the copyright page in regards to an author's piece of work, or the back cover over on the book, usually within the barcode. Some writers will put it in both places. They will have it within the copyright page of their work, and they will also have it at the back of their book within the barcode. I know for the works that I pull together, the books that I have published, that's the case. You will find the ISBN for each of my books within that copyright page and on that copyright page, as well as if you turn that book over, it will be on the back of the book within the barcode of it. Well, pressing right along in regards to that's four letters, ISBN, International Standard Book Number. Well, how can you buy it? That's the next area that I want to cover. Bowker produces these numbers. They used to be called R.R. Bowker. You would go to their website when you are ready to make a purchase. And there are different options that you will see on the website. The one that's highlighted with the yellow rectangle, that's the most popular. But they also have the option where you can purchase one ISBN number. Let's say you want to just write a book to leave a legacy, and you only plan on writing just that one book in your entire life, just one book. Get that one book out there. If that's the case, then certainly one ISBN number is sufficient. However, if you are the type of writer who says you do plan on having several books eventually produced, then you may want to go with the 10 ISBN number option. And look at the prices there, right? If you get one ISBN for $125 and you decide later that you want to go ahead and to publish another book, you need to spend another $125 or inflation, whatever the price may be at that particular time. And so again, if you know upfront, really think about it, really think about it. If you know upfront that you do plan on doing a couple of books or 4 or 5 books, go ahead and invest, especially as a self-published writer, and getting the set of 10. And as you can see here, there are other options that are available as well. For primarily the bigger publishers, they have the option of maybe getting a set of 100 ISBN numbers, 1,000, or I'm sure they can work with Bowker and get even more than 1,000 if they so desire. This Wi-Fi, woo! This Wi-Fi is really, really acting up today. I will definitely work with my service provider in regards to the Wi-Fi. I can tell myself when it's acting up because I can see the lag on my end as well. I thank you all for your patience. I've talked about in regards to what the ISBN number is, and now I'm on the subject matter of how to purchase it. And in the event some lagging was really dragging a short while ago as you were watching the screen, I was showing that you would go to the Bowker website. It used to be named years and years ago R.R. Bowker, and they managed those numbers. You would purchase either one or a set of 10 or more from the Bowker website. And I was displaying there the different price options that are available for just one or a set of 10 or 100 or 1,000 if you decided to get more. Now, let's say you've made your purchase. Let's say you've selected it. Up will pop a shopping cart. We're kind of accustomed to shopping carts, like if you're shopping on certain websites, and you'll see the option there of what you purchased. And you'll also have the ability to buy more, like a barcode, for example, and you can put that in your cart and you can certainly pay for it. This list here is so important. And what it's referring to is that after you've made your purchase, let's say you bought 10 or more ISBN numbers from Bowker, you need to now keep track of the assignment of those ISBN numbers to your literary piece of work. The first column, as shown here, just says assign, and the second column would indicate whatever your book title is or book titles are. And then the third column in this illustration represents the ISBN number that's associated to that particular book. As I mentioned before, you cannot reuse an ISBN number from one literary piece of work to another, including an ebook. As a result, it's important to keep track. And what you're seeing here is like a log that you can pull together of your own to keep track of all of your literary pieces of work and what their ISBN number is that's associated to those pieces of work. Well, I'm going to take a short little break, about 2 minutes. And when I come back after the break, I'll roll into the Q&A area, some typical frequently asked questions and what my responses are to those questions and what usually the average response can be if you did research on your own as well. Stay with me. I'll be right back after this short break. Hello, everyone. This is author Teresa Banks, and I'm here to tell you that the Ellacec Publishing website has a lot to offer. You can purchase all 5 of my books, including my 3 works of nonfiction: Becoming a Published Author, I've Got a Testimony, and Surviving a Layoff. My 2 works of fiction are also available for sale from the website. Those include Parenthood and Woman of Integrity. There are 5 different classes that I teach online, and you can register to attend those classes by way of the website. Those virtual classes include Surviving a Layoff, Zoom, PowerPoint, Book Marketing and Promoting, and Becoming a Published Author. You can purchase a video ad that will contain the content that you provide after you've made your purchase, and it'll be similar to the type of advertisement that you see by way of this particular video now. You can also buy jewelry that I've handcrafted myself, and you can purchase an I've Got a Testimony t-shirt. Go to the ellacecpublishing.com website today to make your purchase of any or all of the items that you see displayed here on the screen. You can also reach the website using the QR code located on the left-hand side of the screen. Thank you in advance for shopping at Ellacec Publishing. Okay, everyone. Hello and welcome back. I said, welcome back. I can see here from my screen, my Wi-Fi is still acting up. I am so very sorry, where various aspects of this particular broadcast are not going to be as crisp and as clear as I desire for them to be. But I hope that you are definitely getting something out of the broadcast. Thank you for just waiting around until the 2-minute break also was over. It gives me a chance to wet my whistle, as we like to say, drink a little water, and in this case, just a little transparency to see how that Bears and Vikings game ended. And so I'm sorry, Vikings fans, but I have to say congratulations to our Chicagoland Bears. We are so glad that they won. I also want to give a quick shout out to those of you who have tuned in. Did you wait until after the game was over? So that's okay. I understand. Welcome to several of you that just popped into this broadcast by way of Facebook and YouTube. Welcome. This is broadcasting live right now across YouTube, as well as my personal Facebook page and the Ellacec Publishing Facebook page as well. With that said, let me roll back into my conversation here that I was having in regards to I.S.B.N. I was telling you what it is. I talked about how to make that purchase, how to buy it. And now I'm going to roll into this Q&A area. And what I did is I put together some different slides that have individual questions on them. I will note the question and then give the response, so that you have even more information in regards to an I.S.B.N, an International Standard Book Number. Here comes the very first question I'm going to talk about in regards to an I.S.B.N. Under, again, this umbrella of Q&A. Is an I.S.B.N necessary? I get that question quite a bit. Yes, for retail selling. Otherwise, no, it is not something that's necessary. One less thing that you would have to pay for, especially if you are looking to self-publish your work. If you are looking to have your works, let's say within a bookstore, or if you're dealing with certain retailers that are across the internet, they may say to you, yes, indeed, we do need your work to have an I.S.B.N. Again, it associates that work with who the publisher is. However, let's say you have again written your first book, your second or your third book, whatever the count may be, and you're one who's made the decision, I can just sell my books to some relatives, some friends, some coworkers, whomever, or I can sell them out of the trunk of my car. Well, if that's you, then yes, don't worry about an ISBN. That extra purchase as a self-published writer, an indie writer, as we're often called. Don't worry about making that extra purchase. Put that money in your pocket and keep pressing on. So that's my response to that particular question on whether or not an ISBN is truly needed. Let me move on to the next question. I have, let me see here, one, two, three, four, five, six in total. Here comes the second one right now. Can you use an ISBN from a set of someone else's numbers? I get that question a lot. You could, but should not. That is my response to that. You could, absolutely. Someone could come up to you, or you could be dealing with a business that says that, hey, we have a set of 10 numbers, or you may have a writer friend that has purchased a set of 10 numbers, and you may say to yourself, well, hey, Shirley, let's use Shirley as an example. I don't know a Shirley that's an author, but let's use the name Shirley as example. Let's say Shirley has purchased 10 ISBN numbers, and you go up to Shirley and you say, hey, can I use one of your 10? She could say yes, and you could use that number. It will be unique, obviously, to your book as long as she doesn't try to assign it to another literary work. But again, keep in mind that that ISBN number relates back to a particular publisher. Like, let's say, for example, Shirley is a self published author, and that her company that she publishes her books under is called, I don't know, Shirley's Book Company or something, right? Well, your book using an ISBN number associated to Shirley's Book Company would be associated to that particular publisher name. As a result, it's best to just have your own. How does that phrase go? That song as well. God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. So have your own ISBN number. Here comes the third question onto the screen right now. Does an ISBN ever expire? Simple answer to that. No, two-letter response there. No, it doesn't expire. And that is good news for those of us that may buy a bulk of ISBN numbers. I'm waiting on my Wi-Fi to catch up to me. Wi-Fi is Wi-Fiing today. Is that a word? Is Wi-Fiing a word? I can tell with the lag that my Wi-Fi is acting up again. My apologies in regards to the Wi-Fi acting up again. Let me bring that question up one more time. And I'm doing this because sometimes I might do a clip and cut certain things out as a short. I want to make sure it's appropriate and it's proper. The question again was, does an ISBN ever expire? And the response again was no. And again, that's good news. If you buy a set or a bulk of ISBN numbers, it's great to know that you don't have to buy one at a time, that you could get a bulk and then use them as it is appropriate and it is best for you to actually make use of them. Let me bring up now the fourth of the six questions. Number four question coming up right now. What type of literary formats can have an ISBN? Well, the answer to that, paperback books, books that are made of hardcover, and certainly ebooks. And all of those formats would need their own individual ISBN number that's associated to it. Sometimes writers may think, well, I created this work, it's a paperback, and then I want to recreate it as an ebook. Why can't I just use the exact same ISBN number? You may not do that. You must have individual ISBN numbers. And forgive my pause there as I was talking. Again, I could tell the lag came up again, but you must have an individual ISBN number. So in other words, one for that paperback, one for that hardcover, and one for that ebook. All right, two more questions to go with two answers as well remaining. This question here, is there a meaning to the ISBN numbers? Yes, there is. Let me read all of this. Then I'll talk about it a little bit. The answer again is yes. The ISBN has parts. These parts include the group or country of the publisher. It identifies the publisher, identifies the title, and has a validating number at the end. Sometimes it's just a letter as well, like the letter X. So keep in mind if you're ever looking at an ISBN, the full 13 digits of the ISBN. And back in the day, it used to be 11 digits long. I'll talk about that more here in just a second. But each of those areas of the ISBN number, including like the first three numbers, sometimes it may start with like a nine, a seven, and an eight. Each of those parts is related back to something. Again, another reason why it's best to just have your own number. That way, you know you are good and you are not associating your published work with someone else as the publisher. The additional thing I was going to say in regards to the 13-digit ISBN numbers is back in the day, years and years ago, the ISBN number was 11 digits long, 11 digits not long. And those of us, like myself, that had purchased the ISBN number years ago when they were 11 digits long and Bowker converted them to the 13 digits, we had to convert each of our individual 11-digit numbers to 13 digits, but they made it easy. They made it really easy for us. On their website, they had just a drop down place we could go to and then enter each of our 11-digit ISBN numbers, and it would just magically convert them into 13 digits for us, which was really cool. So, just a little history there in regards to the ISBN number from 11 digits to 13 digits. Last question coming up right now. The very last question: where can I register my ISBN? This is something important to know. The response here: once you've assigned your literary work an ISBN, it should be reported to Bowker. I am still kind of struggling, I have to say, a little bit in calling R.R. Bowker just Bowker because for many years the company name was Bowker, R.R. Bowker, I should say, and now it's currently Bowker. But remember a couple of slides back, I was showing you a log. And I had said that on that log, you had the three different columns. The first column just indicating if something was assigned or not. The second column, your literary piece of work. And then the third column had your ISBN number. Okay, well, you know which of your titles, your book titles, are associated to that ISBN number, but how do we get that out into the universe? Right? How would someone else know? Of course, it'll eventually be maybe on your copyright page or on the back of your book, or if you want to place it somewhere else within your book, you're welcome to do that. But it needs to be put out there where it can be found. It can be located and do that association again with you being the author associated to that work. We would go back to Bowker by way of their website, or you can call them, reach out and get the information as well and let them know by way of registration of that ISBN number and the title that's associated to it. With that said, everyone, thank you so much for watching today's program. There are two more things I'll share with you before I let you go, but I want to give just another shout out and hello to those of you that are currently watching me live right now, and those of you that will tune in and play back either this entire broadcast or portions of it. I appreciate you tuning in as well. And I can't wait actually for the next topic. You'll learn what that next topic is going to be. But before I share that, let me say, as I always do in closing, I ask that you please go to the Ellacec Publishing YouTube channel. You will see so many different episodes now of different shows that I have put out there. And in addition, I put various shorts. I realize sometimes people don't want to watch a full 30 minutes or 40 minutes of a broadcast. And so you have just a snippet of a particular topic that's covered within my broadcast out on the Ellacec Publishing YouTube channel as well. By way of the QR code that you see here on the screen, you can get to the Ellacec Publishing YouTube channel, and you'll see all type of past shows out there, including the two that are on the screen right now, where I talked about fictional characters, and then I did individual broadcasts on some of those fictional characters as well, including developing a protagonist. I did a show too on developing an antagonist, developing the foil. And those of you that watched those live or maybe saw the recordings noticed that I was dressed in a certain look, from a cat to whatever, an afro, whatever outfit that I had on the given day. So certainly check those out. And again, I always hope and pray that any type of broadcast that I create and I put out here for writers, that it will be beneficial. Now, the very, very last thing I'm going to show to you is always what's coming up next. You have to watch this short little video clip. It is a topic that is a subject matter where, when I am showing off my books and I'm selling my books in person, or I'm doing my classes on publishing, it is the number one topic that people always ask me about. Never fails, always, always. And you'll see what that topic is in just a second. Before I share it with you, I do want to say, I know we are headed now into the holiday season. I want to wish you and yours a safe and a very happy holiday season if you're one who celebrates the holidays. Thank you for all of your support. If you ever have other questions outside of what is listed here in the broadcast and talked about, you're welcome at any time to go to the ellacecpublishing.com website, and you'll find in the upper right-hand corner a Contact Us tab. Click on that tab. You'll see a short form there, and you can put in any questions that you have or any feedback, negative or hopefully more positive than negative. But I would appreciate hearing from you, as well as any topics that you want me to discuss. With that said, everyone, thank you again for tuning in. Stay right here. I'm now going to reveal what I'll be talking about during the month of December. Don't miss that show. Until then, take good care, and bye-bye for now. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for watching today's broadcast. This is author Teresa Banks. Ellacec Publishing live broadcasts on the third Sundays of every month from 3 o'clock p.m. until 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like the Ellacec Publishing Facebook page, and like and subscribe the Ellacec Publishing YouTube channel. Coming up on December the 21st, the topic will be book publishing, copywriting. Please go to the ellacecpublishing.com website, where you can purchase copies of my books, you can order t-shirts, you can buy jewelry that I've handcrafted myself, and you can purchase a video ad. You can also register for virtual classes that I teach, including those on book publishing and book marketing and promoting. I thank you again for watching the program today, and I hope that you and your family, your friends, and others that you love enjoy the holiday season. I'll see you all December 21st. Until then, take care.